story time of how I spent Eid with a random Revert sister about 2 years ago. So, alhamdulillah, I used to spend a lot of time with Revert sisters, right? And there was this Revert sister who used to work in the masjid in South London, and her role was basically getting the Reverts together and for them to do like activities and spend time together. So I'm not a Revert, but she invited me. She's like, oh, you can come to our meetings, you can come to our gatherings, whatever, you're welcome. So I've been doing that for years. So when it's Eid, I'll be spending it with the Reverts. Well, not the whole day, but like maybe the first portion of the day, I'll go spend it with the Reverts and stuff like that. We'll have lunch together, sometimes breakfast together. So I did that for many years, and I've been doing that for like 4 years now, kind of thing. So there was one Eid about 2 years ago in 2023. We had lunch, and the lunch was absolutely amazing. It was in the masjid. There was lots of Revert sisters and everything. So there was one sister who came late. She came like, I think maybe 4 o'clock or something like that. And she came at that time because she was under the impression that the lunch was going to be for the whole day. But this lunch was just organized for lunchtime. And when she came, literally, we had finished eating. We were packing up and everything. So when she came in, and she was just shocked to see everybody packing up and everything. And then she was like, oh, I came for the, for the Revert sisters lunch and everything. She's like, and we were like, oh, it's finished. And then she just walked off, and I could tell by her facial expression that she was so upset. So me being me, because I'm a friendly girl, one thing I'm always going to say about myself is that I'm very friendly. And I know when somebody's in distress, and I know when someone is not happy. So by her facial expression and her body language, I knew there was something wrong. So I left, and I ran after her to go look for her and see where she was. And indeed, she was sad. She was sitting by the stairs crying. Oh, may Allah bless her and look after her and protect her wherever she is now. So I went to her, I'm like, oh, sis, what's going on? Why are you crying? What's the matter? You just came a little bit late. And she explained to me, she was like, oh, I thought it was going to be for the whole day. That's why I came this time, I'm like, yeah, it was just lunch and everything. She had basically misunderstood the post that she had received for the Revert sisters lunchtime. So I said to her, so what are you going to do now? What do you have plans? What are you going to do? She was like, oh, I'm the only Muslim in my family. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like, well, sis, you're coming with me. You're coming with me. I got a space in my car. We're going to do Eid together. And then, subhanAllah. So I said to her what we're going to do. And for those who know me, every Eid, I go to my grandparents' house. So I tell her, I'm like, look, I'm going to go to my grandparents' house. And then after, I'm going to take my kids to a fun fair. It was one Eid. If you know about one Eid, you know about one Eid. It's not even around my area, but it's far. But we go there because we love it. The kids love like the fireworks and everything. I said, so let's go do that. And she was like, okay, fine, no problem. I'll tag along. Alhamdulillah, that was that. And I went back and I helped the sisters tidy up and everything. And she tagged along with me. She came with me to my grandparents' house. And then, when we went to my grandparents' house, and then my grandma was like, who is that? And I explained to my grandma, that time my grandma was alive, obviously. This was like 2 years ago. And I was like, oh, she didn't have nobody to spend Eid with. She's a Revert. She's with me. She's going to spend Eid with us. And of course, my grandma welcomed her. She just sat down with me for a little bit. Because when I go to my grandparents' house, we just sit down and we chit chat and we just spend time with them, take pictures, and then we leave. So that's exactly what we did. So we left and then we went to the fun fair. Of course, she's a big woman. I didn't want her to tag along with my 3 kids when we went to the fun fair. So I said to her, go do you. Do what you're doing. Here is my number. You can call me later. If you want to tag along, you're absolutely welcome to. But I just feel like you can go and have fun by yourself. And that's what she did. She went, she had fun, she enjoyed herself. She showed me pictures later. She told me what she had for lunch and everything. So in the very evening, because like when it's getting dark, if you've been to one Eid, they do the like fireworks and everything. And then she called me. I'm like, oh, where are you? Da, da, da. And then we met up again. And then we experienced the fun fair, what do you call it? The fireworks and everything. And it was just so amazing. And then after that, I had to drop her home. She lived in Camden. I won't forget that. She lived in Camden. And then I drove her all the way home. I took her number. We did keep in contact briefly. But after that, since then, we haven't really spoken. So grateful to have experienced that with her. So now, why am I telling you guys this story? I'm telling you guys this story because if you know any Reverts today, yeah, reach out to her and ask her, what are you doing, sis? Come and link up. Let's do something. Come spend Eid with my family. Because a lot of Reverts today might be spending Eid by themselves. You know what I mean? So link up with the sisters. Go just so that they don't feel alone. Just so that they feel that community vibe as well. And that family vibe. Because a lot of Revert sisters don't have that, So I'm just so grateful that I'm sitting here today telling you guys this story. I forgot her name now. But I hope I bump into her one day, inshallah. Or maybe, who knows, she might even see this video. So yeah, I'm so glad that Allah blessed me with a personality to kind of like read people, to know when someone is in distress. One thing that I didn't like growing up, right? I don't like people being left out. I don't like, you know, when I see that someone is in distress, I don't go and talk to them. Like, I'm that girl, when I see one person sitting by themselves, I'll go and befriend them, you know? That's how I met a lot of sisters back in the days. Like, a sister will come to the masjid, for example, right? And I'll notice that, oh, I haven't seen her face before. And I'm going to chat to her. I'm like, hey, sis, how are you? I haven't seen you here before. What's your name? That's how I made friend back in the days. But now, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit of an introvert. You know, I'll say salamu alaikum and that's it. And I won't really like, you know. But yeah, I hope the sisters are right. I hope all the Revert sisters today have a beautiful Eid. Don't spend it by yourself, sisters. Do something. I'm pretty sure like your local masjid is doing something. They might be doing lunch or breakfast or dinner, whatever the case may be. They will be doing something. Please don't spend Eid by yourself. And once again, Eid Mubarak. Have a lovely Eid today, sisters. Salamu alaikum.